In this session we are going to discuss about the manage the memory. So when we talk about the manage the memory, there is a two types of the memory. One memory is a volatile memory, another memory is non-volatile memory. The non-volatile memory means which is not going to be volatile, remove at the starting. So non-volatile memory is type of the memory which once you will store the data, you can retrieve the data later on. But in a volatile memory, it is the runtime data. When the process, program or the system is running, so it is a volatile memory. So it is the runtime memory. So runtime memory means when the system is running, then this data or some data are exist inside this memory. So this type of the memory, already all of you know about the RAM. RAM is a volatile memory. Another type of the memory is storing your hard disk data in a hard disk or any other storage device. This known as a non-volatile memory. So we will discuss all things in this session. So let's start. So first is a virtual memory or the memory, virtual memory and the swap space. So what does it means? Actually, as you know, the RAM or the volatile memory is a finite. Finite means limited. It have a limited means it is depend on the motherboard, it is depend on the CPU, it is depend on the RAM, it is depend on the motherboard, it is depend on the CPU, that there is a some limitation of the memory. Like you can use the 1 GB memory, RAM size 1 GB, you can use the 8 GB, you can use the 64 GB, 128 GB. It's depend on the motherboard and the processor how much memory it will support. So there is a limitation of the memory, this memory. For the example, if you have a 8 GB maximum RAM size of a computer or a device, so sometimes there is a lots of the program are exist which are required more than the 8 GB RAM, because you have installed only the 8 GB RAM in your system, but some program required more RAM. So what will do? The some data shipped in a virtual memory. So what is the virtual memory? Virtual memory is a type of the memory which is going to be take the borrow from the hard disk. Means if your hard disk or your volatile memory, non-volatile memory is a like you have the 1 TB hard disk and you have the 8 GB RAM, but you can use some hard disk space as a RAM. Yes, it is correct. You can use some space as a RAM. So what does it means? Whenever any application, any file, any process exceeding their size of the or required more size of the RAM, so some data is shifted into the virtual memory or the virtual RAM, is also known as a swap space. It is called swap. Got? So RAM and the storage devices, there is a two types of the memory. RAM is a volatile memory, storage is a non-volatile, both having the storage areas inside it. But your storage device, when you store any data, your data will remain always stored. Later on you can access this data. But when the data is exist in a RAM, and once the computer will shut down, the stored data will be removed. So it have the RAM has a finite, means a limitation of the memory size, and also it is the much expensive. When RAM is consumed some data and it is required some additional space, it is going to be borrowed from a storage device, means hard disk, from the HDD. So usually storage devices hard disk are configured with a dedicated partition for the virtual memory. So in this case, what will you do, or what the administrator will do? Administrator will create a partition. Once the partition will be created, then it will make this partition as a swap partition, which will be the dedicated partition for the virtual memory. Yani it means virtual memory means RAM, virtually RAM. So it is called swapping. Swapping is moving the data between the RAM and the storage devices. That is the reason it is called swap machine, because sometime there is a one partition. For the example, I have created one partition SDA1 and I make this partition as a swap partition, and the size is a 8 GB. So actual what is the size of the swap memory? Is equal to RAM, either it will be the equal to RAM in between the equal to RAM or 2 into RAM size, because it is also finite. You cannot create the 5 TB or the 6 TB 100 TB of the RAM size. You cannot create. If your computer has the 8 GB RAM, so you can create maximum 16 GB of the swap partition. If you have 16 GB RAM, so you can create the 32 GB, but the standard size is a 1.5 into RAM. It is the recommended 1.5 into RAM. It is working perfectly. Okay, so let's talk more about this memory. So how the swap partition or swap space is working. Like this is the Linux kernel, and Linux kernel executed two programs. One program is a nmap, another program is a MariaDB, and there is a maximum size of the RAM is a 16 GB. So MariaDB some required the more RAM size or required more RAM size, because there is a one daemon is running. It is name is a STTP. So STTP is whatever the RAM size is here 16 GB, and it is going to be optimize all the space size and require more space. So such type of some data or some data shifted into the swap memory. That is the reason it is called swap. Once it is shifted, then again it is shifted, it is shifted. Why it is happened? Because when the more RAM is required, then data shifted into the swap, and when the available memory space is going to be low or low requirement of this memory, then the data shifted again into the RAM. So this is the simple funda of this. So now the question is this: how you can do the swap partition, how you can create the swap partition. So you can use the mkswap command to create the swap space on a partition. mkfs we have used some time before command mkfs, which is going to be create the file system. Similar, you can use the mkswap to creating the swap partition. So what will be the steps? One steps is create a partition by using the fdisk or part command. Once you will create a one partition, like example is dev and sdv1, and the size of whatever the size is equal to 1 into 5 into RAM. This is the swap partition size. So first you need to create a hard disk partition this size 1.5 into RAM size. Once this partition will be created, then you can use the mkswap command to make this partition as a swap partition. But this partition will not work right now. Means you have created the swap partition, but it is not active. So if you want to make the active this partition, so you can use the swapon command to active, and no more requirement of this partition, so you can use the deactivate the swap space. So how you can see all this information already exists inside the /etc/fstab this file. Inside this file you will get the information related to the swap partition. Other thing is you can use the fdisk-l or blkid command to checking the partitions. What is the memory exhaustions? Actually it means overutilize of the memory. It means that all the memory which exists will be consumed. It may be the physical, most or all memory is consumed by the application, or there is a very little space are remaining for the additional applications. Means already one application is running and this application are using all the memory, and there is a very little space are remaining for the other applications, and that is the reason there is a slow system performance. Means performance, the system will not perform better when the memory exhaustion happened. And also there is a possibility some application are unresponsive, some applications are crashed. So all these things happen due to the memory exhaustion.